surface spares my world
Purchase your tracks today.
and the one I love.
DJ Sound.
Just taking us
Today.
spares my world
Purchase your tracks
and
today.
the one I love.
DJ Sound.
Just taking us spares my world.
Purchase your tracks today.
What's up, everybody? This is David Flores, the Bike Life Surfer from the 5280. Welcome to Bike Life 5280 Talk with my special guest co-host, Mr. Wiggles himself. What's up, Wiggles? Where's he at?
What's happening?
What's going on? Need to get some, get your video on, my man.
Hey,
Yeah, oh my God, bro. Again? Really? It's like a new setting every time.
hey. Well, yeah, it is another desert, another highway. So
Right?
you guys are gonna have to deal with my sailor mom's voice for another 20 miles until we get out of this car.
Oh,
Cause
no. That'll be entertaining.
yep. So yeah, me and my family on the road right now.
Where are you coming from? You said you were just out in Vegas, right? Because I saw your photos and your
Yes,
stories.
so I was in Vegas. In Vegas, it wasn't a bicycle trip this time, but I did hang out with some. I did get to meet up with some bicycle people. That was cool. So everywhere
Right?
you go, even if you're not on a bike, it's kind of like family everywhere you go.
In different area codes, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got homies and homegirls in different area codes. It's nice.
Yeah, definitely, definitely,
So
definitely.
yeah,
Hey, man.
I had this whole idea of like, oh yeah, you let me know a few days ago. You're like, yeah, you're gonna come on. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be sitting in like on my way to Vegas and back, and come up with some stuff to talk about. I did not. So this is Wiggles unscripted to the max, and you're
Oh,
gonna
that's
get
all
what
good.
you get. You're gonna get me in a little bit in the car, a little bit pulling up to my mom's house. So I'll probably make a cocktail while I'm standing there. You'll
Oh,
be able to say hi to the dogs and all that good stuff.
that'll definitely be sick. Hey, man. So what? We're 5 months in now. How has the last 5 months of Voodoo been going
Voodoo?
for you?
Oh, it's been West Coast to the max. It's been good weather, uh, great people, great times, and speaking of voodoo, yes, 5 months in, which means I'm 7 months away from starting a whole nother year, and I'm starting to get those requests in right now of like, oh, can what's open for this month? Whoa, drop my phone. What's up? Everybody wants to know what's coming up next year if they want to host or where it's going to be. That way they could join in. If you guys want to host a voodoo ride, email me voodoobikerides@gmail.com. It's the best way for me to start getting a paper trail of all this stuff, you know? So yeah, voodoobikerides@gmail.com if you're interested in hosting a ride or even just joining one. I can send you the links and everything like that.
Hey, did the guys from Connecticut ever get in touch with you for possibly coming out their way?
Who was it from
Scumbags.
Connecticut?
The scum. Remember the scumbag
Oh,
interview? Did they ever
no,
get?
I was actually just thinking about that. I'm gonna hit them up unless if they're watching this, you know, come at
Yeah.
me
No, he's a big
because
supporter.
I know that would probably be one of the
That'd
months
be
that's gonna have
epic.
to be. Yeah, that's gonna have to be during some good weather. So I want to make sure they get penciled in ASAP.
What's up, little California boy? Can't ride in the cold weather.
No, 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 no. I could, but I could, but if I have a choice, I won't.
Ah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
But
Hey man,
I still will. You know, like
yeah.
when I speaking of somebody who's gonna might be on here, we're talking about San Antonio. I flew out there and I I packed like a California boy. You know,
Oh,
I didn't bring a sweatshirt, and I remember I was on the airplane and looking out the window, and I'm like, wait, is there? It was just like this is December. I was like, is there snow on the ground? I'm like, oh shit. Like I didn't even bring a jacket. So I remember, and like, I had to borrow a jacket from somebody out there, and every little thing that I did, I'm like, oh, I was like stopped at like the 99-cent store and got some mittens, you know, some hand mittens and like, everything was just like, oh, I'm so California, because everything was just like, you're like this goddamn guy. He just brought tank tops and flip flops and shit. What'd you think?
hmm. Hey man, so what's so where are you at for this month for Voodoo, or is that past already?
Syndicate's anniversary. Yeah,
This is
and
that month, right?
it's not going to be in Arizona. It's going to be in Huntington Beach. So they're coming
Oh,
from the
really?
desert. Yeah, they're coming from the desert to host it at the beach, which I'm very excited about. Because if it's not
Yeah,
the cold, it's the heat.
right. You got a
So
happy medium because you're in Cali, that's for sure. But you did come
yeah,
from some hot weather, dude. We
yeah.
just had like,
Technically, you know, they everybody thinks that California is all nice. No, no, this is California right here too. Desert, tumbleweeds and
uh,
shit.
that's how Colorado is on the eastern plains. It gets real flat. You don't see no mountains like at all for hundreds of miles. But yeah,
Yeah.
so he's having it in Huntington Beach. What's coming up? What's up for the rest of the year? Like where are you at? Like total? Like can you name them off?
Uh,
What's in July? July, San Francisco, right?
July is I don't know. I wish I had my shirt on me right now, but no, I got this. Check this out. I always keep these in my backpack just because I, I don't really remember all the time myself. Oh great. Don't mind my close up. Oh boy. Oh boy. This does not look like I'm prepared.
Ha, we're all like that.
Oh, here we go. A flyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see. So July. Well, no, let's first start with May 23rd is with Syndicate.
Okay.
Huntington Beach. June 20th, Mission Bay with 1904 cruisers. Always love
Mission
that.
Bay,
And
I
both
would
of
love to
those,
do that.
yeah, and both of those are anniversary rides. So May was Syndicate, 1904 is the anniversary ride, and then July 11th, which is technically Jeffrey's birthday, 7/11, is Santa Rosa, California, and then Chapaderos out in
I would
on
love
San
to do
Jose
that.
in the Bay Area. That one, yeah. And then September 5th is with I don't know if you ever heard of an old famous skate park called Skate Lab. They filmed a lot of Jackass there and all kinds of. They did a Limp Bizkit, you know, like
Okay.
video there. Like they're really famous. The skate park isn't around anymore, but Todd Huber, the owner, started this. It's like up in the Simi Valley Mall. It is called the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. They have all. He has like shit ton of like old school skateboards and decks, and he also collects bicycles too. So we're gonna do a bicycle uh show and ride from up there. And then
Oh, nice.
October 31st, I know you're gonna be out here in Venice
Yes.
Beach with the boy with the
Yes.
homie JP. and
Yeah.
your club, and Lit Riders is kind of going to be hosting that one as well. And
Yes, I
then
look forward to
November,
that.
yeah, November 21st will be with my club, Saints Through Fire, out in a nice beach called Ventura. We're gonna do like a friendsgiving like barbecue style, since it's around Christmas, not Christmas, Thanksgiving. And speaking of Christmas, my birthday is the day after Christmas, and so is Riz is like a few days before mine. So we are gonna do an Oceanside, St. Wiggles, and Riz birthday edition ride. It's gonna go down in Oceanside the day
Oh
after
wow.
Christmas. Yeah, and it
That's
lands on a Saturday too, so that's with Schoolyard. Always fucking having a blast with them.
yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, there's nothing better than that, dude. That was gonna be good. So
Yeah,
how's the merch sales going for you?
merch sales are going good. Like I said, I was like, that's why I like getting out there and doing these rides, because you can only sell so much online. When you're there in person and then people are enjoying it, they want it right there on the spot, I love it. I
Mm,
love it when somebody buys a shirt and just takes their other shirt off and throws that right on to go ride. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's good shit right there.
right. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was rocking
Yeah,
the OBC while I was out in Vegas. I had some
dude.
OBC gear out there.
I got my swag bags done for
Oh,
my event.
oh yeah, that's right. Hey, speaking of your Midwest is coming up, huh?
Yeah, it's the same weekend as the one that you have in Northern. So I
Santa
got the
Rosa, yeah.
Santa Rosa. So I got like the drawstring bag. Here's the bag, and
I love
then
it.
t-shirt.
Oh,
I got one that's undone. Hold on, let's see here. The unveiling.
it's
I
like
could get you one
Christmas.
of these.
I
Let's
like
see
it.
here.
Bike life. Bike life at its finest right there.
Right there. Yep. Thank you so much for that compliment. And then every one of them gets a handle stash cup holder
Handle
representing.
stash cup holder.
Yeah,
What's
representing that
what's what's
Colorado,
what's
baby.
what's a handle stash? What is that? Is it like
It's a
a
local bicycle company, like for amenities for your bike. They sell like little coolers and everything. They were at OBC. My buddy Adam.
uh
He said he was he was kicked. His life was kick started back into a center after being chased by the police. I was cracking up when he told me, because you know how they had the police the first night. He had never
yeah.
experienced something in that big of a thing, so he had a blast. But yeah, he had his own little booth there and stuff. He was by the Los Riders, but yeah, he has these little cup holders and they're awesome, dude. They can fit a tall boy comfortably in
Yeah,
there.
I like it. I
It's
like that.
and
Yeah.
snug. So each one of them comes with that, and then, dude, you know, like the tumblers for like coffee.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. Yeah, I wish I had one of them on me right now. You remember the people that were on the outside of the bike show that had that bicycle food, like fuck, and they were like making food right off
Oh,
their bicycle?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like right behind my booth, and we were like giving them waters or whatever, and like the guy, he has a I wish I could show you, but it's a beer holder, but you can actually snap your 12-ounce can into it. You just snap the can right into it, and it's just like
Oh
low
wow,
pro. Yeah, and
that's
I got
cool.
two of them, so I could put it on my put them on my tall bike. I have one on
Nice.
the top and one on the bottom.
So when we do the ride out the first night for us, it's gonna my buddy Leon is gonna be leading the ride. Him and my boy Mikey, and they're gonna have Lou from Detroit smack dab in the middle. So it'll be two tall bikes surrounding him, leading him through the city of Denver with Lou leading the way. So we look forward
Damn.
to that. So, yeah, two tall bikes,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be my tall bike that I bought from Mario Salea. That one of them is gonna be using. Dude, I'm never gonna do it. It is great. I'm never gonna ride it, but you can ride it if you come over. But it's gonna sit in the corner as an art piece. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's gonna say, "Can you ride it?" I'm like, "Nope, but you can." But I get to videotape it. But I get to videotape you trying
Oh yeah.
it. But I was surprised. Some of my friends that ride tall bikes just like it was nothing. So I'm sure you would be able to nail that.
Yeah. I remember I rode my tall bike out in Detroit. I'm not sorry. Well, that too, but Denver, and there, there's some hills out there. I'm not gonna lie about that. My mom and my sisters were out there, and my nephews and stuff like that. We did like a whole family reunion the same weekend as one of my voodoo rides, and I took my tall bike, and I remember my mom, she's like, oh, she had like a trailer with my little nephew in there. She started getting winded from pulling it, and so I had put it on my tall bike. So I had my nephew behind me on this little trailer. We started going through this park that had these crazy hills. Man, like they're like, oh, the mile high. I'm like, oh, I'm a little higher on my bike too. And I was like, after those hills, I was like, okay, I feel it. I was like, shit, I'm about to pass out.
I heard that Denver's interested next year, possibly for the Voodoo Tour.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Uh-uh.
talked to them yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, Denver.
I would like to go back out to Denver.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
want to.
cool, man.
There's a lot of places I want to go.
You know, it'd be a cool one, but it's just too many hills. Is Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, yeah,
Yeah, it's a nice one. Hey,
yeah.
it's
It's
about that
that's
time. It's about that time. It's 7:17. We have our guest from San Antonio, Texas, John Ochoa. Come on, you on? You there? Let's see here. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here, guys.
okay.
oh,
Let me see.
there he is. What's going
Hey,
on,
what
man?
up, John?
What's going on, guys?
Not much,
Oh,
man.
Let's-
Wiggles, you can kick it off.
All right, all right. So, John, coming all the way from San Antonio, Texas. I can go into a little bit of San Antonio, Texas, because I was actually just speaking about it a little bit, but I did one of my first voodoo rides out there. Not very first one, but the first couple of years in. Uh, I love it. San Antonio is awesome. I saw what you're doing a little bit out there, and I dig it. San
Thank you.
Antonio is a great spot. Uh, what got you into the bike life out there?
Huh, that's a funny story. Actually, I didn't get back into riding bikes until probably the last about 6, 7 years ago. Um, at that point in
Six,
time, we were
seven.
out, doing kayaking, fishing, getting out there. But unfortunately, we had a big drought here for like almost a year and a half, and rivers ran dry. So my brother, he was like, "Hey, why don't you ride a bike?" I said, "Fuck that. It sounds like work." But about 3 or 4 months later, he went ahead and got me on my first big group ride, which was actually a group ride hosted by Oddfellas out here in San Antonio. They did deep in the heart of Texas, and that was one of my first big rides. I want to say there's probably over 150, 200 people at that point in time, and man, I had a blast. It was probably one of the funnest rides I've had in a minute, and that got me started onto this whole bike life, tour, and I haven't let it go since. It's been really fun. It's changed quite a bit of not just my life, but people that surround me as well.
Yeah, it's crazy when you like I was just saying, I was like, I go places, and I feel like I have family out there, and it's just through bicycles. You're like, whoa, all right, when you go to a town, and like I just mentioned, like I walk in, I get some free pizza. People are hitting me up because they see I'm in town. I'm like, it's just it's a mini family out there for sure.
That it is. It's like having a cousin or somebody out in another location, and they show you around the town.
That's one thing I like that I always mention when I do my voodoo bike rides is people are like, oh, you've been to Detroit. I've been to Detroit. I'm like, what'd you do? Fly in, like go to a freaking football game and then go to the casino or something? Yeah. I'm like, not me. I stayed. I drove in, stayed in the jungle, and then went to people's uh like mom's cooking barbecue. I'm eating some like greens and shit. I'm like you guys didn't experience Detroit. I did.
Yeah,
When I go
it's a
into the
different.
neighborhood and I see people with rakes and shovels smacking each other, I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Oh, you down those streets?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Definitely.
yeah,
I was like,
it's a whole
I walk into somewhere and people think I'm like Eminem's cousin or something. They're like, what's this white boy doing here?
it's a
That's a
whole
good
different
one.
experience on a bicycle, man. It's a
Exactly.
different viewpoint all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So,
John, did you guys participate in the Fiesta Days down there in San Antonio with your Zerillo's
Yeah,
Bicycle Club?
so that's pretty much a big party for almost a week and a half down here. Fiesta. Pretty much the only way to get around Fiesta is on a bicycle. Streets are crowded. There's no place to park. I mean, you can get from one side of downtown to the other on a bike in probably less than about 5 minutes or so, and check out
Oh,
all the
nice.
sites. There's always different, different live bands and music and parties, and just it's a whole vibe to itself.
You know what
Nice.
San Antonio, that I like that one spot where they do it's like a kind of like an art district, but it's like these like big like these warehouses that are like empty empty. It's right by like a bunch of trains and stuff that go through, and there's like it's just a ton of food trucks over there.
Um, Trying to think of where you're at right now. Is it gonna be maybe Southtown
Yeah,
or
I believe it's south, and there's like a bunch of like fake freight trains because I remember we got stuck. Like we had to wait for this freight train while everybody else was on the other side, and then it was just that. It was like a bunch of like it was like industrials that were they're just full of art shops and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
yeah, it sounds like Southtown area.
Food
But
trucks,
yeah,
eh?
that's a
Yeah,
big part of downtown area that we ride through.
yeah. We went to this park out there. I remember it was on a Sunday. We went over there and played drunken kickball, and and then somebody brought a a pig. They shot it, because out there on store and stuff like that, because you guys are like overpopulated with them, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
so he brought one and we cooked it right there at the park. I was like, yeah, now this is some Texas shit right here.
Funny.
definitely.
So, how
So
long
what are
is
you
your
running through right
Zerillo's
now?
Club going?
I'm sorry.
Huh? No, go ahead. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I was just checking to see where he was running through. I think it looked like the desert back there.
Oh yeah, I'm pulling up to good old Palmdale. So
Oh, okay.
my mom and my family live is Palmdale. Well, my mom's side, I'm down in Simi Valley, kind of closer over to like Ventura and stuff like that, like just a little north of LA. Like I guess our beaches that I'm close to would be like Malibu, Venice.
I think we lost them there for a
Yeah,
second.
we gonna stop by here. You guys will get a grand tour of my mom's house.
Oh
She
yeah.
said no.
Happy belated Mother's Day to your mom.
Oh, they
Yes,
say
happy
happy
belated
Mother's
Mother's
Day.
Day.
She said,
It's a happy day, that's for sure.
yeah, it was such a good Mother's Day that we had to stay an extra day.
Oh, in Vegas?
Yeah,
Hey, no place
yeah,
like Vegas to at least stay one
we
extra
went
day, right?
yeah, exactly. We went to Benihana's up there, and that was some freaking that's not why we stayed. Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to be drinking, but I was gonna drive home yesterday, and that going to Benihana's, there was a lot of hot sakis involved, so
Oh man,
and
that's the
there was
good stuff.
no driving involved either.
That's the good stuff. I got a question for you. So, how long have you been rocking with the Zerillos? Are you like the founder of it, or is it a family thing?
Well, me and my brother are founders of Sorio's Bike Crew. Sorio's Bike Crew have been
Rios.
around. Yeah, so it's me and my brother. It's been around Jeff Garcia. You've probably seen him on a couple of posts out there
Yep.
as well. But
Yep.
yeah, we started up about, well, I think this year we're going to be 5 years, I believe. 20,
Just
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 years. I'm sorry, 4 years.
4 years. Okay. Nice. 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 How many members do you have currently?
Currently, oh man, our average ride here in San Antonio on a Wednesday. So middle of the week, we do our rides on Wednesday nights. Start off about 7 o'clock or so. Ends up when we end up pretty much. But on average rides, anywhere between about 25 to 35 riders
That's
on a regular
great.
Wednesday night. We also have
what
our first Friday rides. We've got pop-up rides and stuff like that. Here in San Antonio, I want to say actual crew shirt holders are probably right around about 80.
No,
And
wow.
then we also have, I mean, of course, everybody's got lives and jobs and all that other good stuff. So sometimes they make it out, sometimes they don't. When you'll see us usually on a big ride, all together is going to be like our anniversary rides or deep in the heart of Texas and stuff like that, where we try and get all our crew members out to go ahead and help out with, blocking and making sure everybody's safe and all that good stuff. We also have a crew out in Fremont, Texas, right down by the border,
See that?
down by the border towns and stuff like that. We also have another crew in Corpus Christi, Texas. I think they're roughly between Fremont and Corpus are hanging right around about 25, maybe 30 riders. And then we also have a small crew out in Austin. So probably about 5 to 6 riders out there. So in total, just over 100, maybe 150 riders, más o menos.
Okay. Okay.
I want
Do you
to. I
guys
want to
have?
get back out to Texas.
I do too.
Come on down. We got an event coming up
Yeah,
pretty soon.
I've done my voodoo ride in San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and I want to bring it back to another town out there so I can put another a fourth town on the belt.
Yeah, Houston's a big bike life family out there. Austin, as long as you can deal with the hills, Austin's a big bike life family out there as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I know
yeah,
about that.
yeah, those hills ain't no joke in Austin, man.
Yes. I remember one last a couple of years ago, me and Jeff were out there, and we got stuck in this town, and it was raining. It was just me and him, and I forget what happened, but I think we checked out of my Airbnb, and we couldn't get a hold of anybody. We were stuck in this. I want to say just flat out ghetto ass town right outside of Austin, and we, yeah, we didn't feel very comfortable. That's just, but thank God one of the homies was able to come get us. But yeah, we were in this.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were in the
yeah,
gutters.
we were just down in Austin for tacos and tires around 420.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
went ahead. We were out there going ahead and rolling with them for the day out and sat on I believe that was a Saturday, something like that.
What's your club's style riding? What you guys like to do on your rides?
Uh, we're a social crew. We go out and have a good time. We roll around. Majority of our riders are on some type of cruiser, whether it's a stretch cruiser or regular beach cruisers. We also have people that roll 29s,
Okay.
BMX style, stuff like that. We even got people that roll fixies. We're not a set, crew. When we
Yeah,
started off, it seemed like when we first started, it seemed like there was a lot of division between different style of riders and stuff like that, and it's kind of hard to get everybody, on the same ride and stuff like that. So we kind of just opened it up for everybody. You got a bike, let's
yeah.
roll.
That's two wheels, one love right there.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Well, I have something. I have something that I didn't hear in there. How do you feel about e-bikes? I didn't hear you say e-bikes at all.
I've got one. We've got
Yeah.
e-bike rollers too. Yeah, I got an e-bike personally. When we roll in a group, usually I shut it off or just enough for the lights to be on and stuff like that, and we roll. When I'm by
Nice.
myself, I love to have the versatility of the e-bike to just zoom from one side to the other. I actually roll around downtown a lot of the times, selling shirts and merch and stuff like that. So being able to just jump from one spot to the next and not have to um, you know do the
Yeah,
whole pedal for
yeah,
a couple of 30 minutes or so to get to the next spot, it makes it a lot easier.
so you
Yeah.
guys got merch and stuff like that. Have you guys done any like type of like let's say like a toy drives or any type of rides like community based or anything like that?
Yeah, so pretty much since we started, the first couple of years, including this last past year, we've done toy drives. We do we ride out. Unfortunately, we have some of the less fortunate out here, so we go ahead and roll out, do hygiene and stuff like that, a sandwich, whatever
That's
we can
good.
do to give back to the community. It's pretty much we're trying to break the stereotype of Zorrillos is skunk in Spanish. So we're here in Texas, so we do have a certain smell to us a lot of times when we roll by and stuff like that. So we're just
That's
trying
skunky.
to break to break the stereotype. We're not all bad people out here. We're not all just
Oh,
out here trying to
there's
make a
always some smells when we're riding through.
yeah. We're just trying to go ahead and just give the love back. This is our community. We don't look after it. Who else is?
That's right. Hey,
Nice.
I dig that 100%.
So you own West Side Bike Shop, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like, it's cool. You ride all aspects of bikes. I do too. So does Wiggles. What do you think is going to happen with the e-bikes, with all the accidents that are happening with the kids and the Surons, but Surons versus e-bikes, e-bikes versus Surons? Do you think they're going to, as a business owner, what do you see going with like regulations even out there? I mean, there's had to have some issues out there.
Yeah, I mean, just like anything else, man. There's warning labels on Tide Pods because people used to eat Tide Pods, you know. So
Absolutely.
it's just one of those things that
Facts.
unfortunately, because there are people out here that I know kids want this, that, and the other. The parents need to go ahead and look into it and make sure that they're getting something for the child that is going to get them on the right path, let them have fun, but at the same time, some people take it to extremes, like anything else in life. You push the envelope, and unfortunately, for the ones that end up getting caught and stuff like that, starts to go ahead and do the trickle down effects. So, from one or two people, doing dumb stuff on an e-bike or pushing the limits or whatever, unfortunately, there's going to be regulations coming into fold to go ahead and stop that kind of stuff, and it just makes it harder, not for us as bike shops or being able to sell the products or stuff like that, but for the actual citizen that's going to be out there riding it. They're going to have to either be, they're going to, unfortunately, bicycles are that last form of freedom in all reality.
Absolutely.
There's no insurance. You don't need a license. You don't need to register your bike. You don't need to do none of that stuff. And you can find pretty much wherever those tires can get on, whether it's a dirt road, a grass lawn, or whatever, you can roll. Unfortunately, I believe in, hopefully not the near future, but I believe it's going to get to the point to where, these, law enforcement is going to start to crack down on a lot of this stuff. And,
Yeah,
it's just gonna go that direction. It's like
they
anything
already
else.
they already are
Everybody's
almost.
got everybody having fun until the government or whatever gets involved.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What we've been seeing an
I,
influx out here in Colorado is, when we're having there is a group of riders that my friends, they do centuries, they do long distance and everything like that, and they'll do the 100-mile rides 3 times a year. Nothing's being sold. It's just a gathering of friends, literally riding in
yeah.
circles, and they got a ticket, a $100 ticket, which they're going to appeal because they're saying that you can only have 25 people in a crowd, or you have to get permits. And it's
you have to
like
get a
there's so
parade
many.
permit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, but there's large groups of people walking. There's large people, doing all kinds of different stuff, and it's just like sometimes I don't get it, but it's like it's the bicycle thing, since it's such a takeoff. It seems like it's starting to be a moneymaker more now for permits as well. So I just see
Going
that.
back to the e-bikes and stuff like that. Yeah, the police are already starting to crack down on a lot. I mean, I mean, it's for good reasons. I mean, it's there. It's some people don't understand how dangerous it could be. I mean, I just set up a ghost bike for a kid out in Simi, and it sucks when you have to do that, and but yeah, I mean, prayers go out to any families or friends that are that of course lose a rider.
Hold
Yeah.
on one second here. Let me hold on one second here. Let's give a shout out to the chat room that's going on. I see that we have Priscilla in there. We have Manuel. They're all saying what's up to you guys. Katrina, yeah, so we like to have fun.
Man, that sounds like crew.
Yeah, CXA Mob, Zodio Crew. Everybody just saying what's going on. So you and all that stuff. That's cool. Getting some love. We have some viewers there. That's cool. Hey, so do they allow you guys? Or so no. What was the question I was gonna ask you? Oh, so like with your club, doing your thing, what do you guys look to do when you recruit?
Wait in line.
Just get out and have a good time. We're not. We get out, we roll around. We've got different locations that we set up. Thankfully, we've been around long enough to go ahead and have some different bar establishments, different establishments in general, local ice houses, local little shopping stores and stuff like that, mom and pops that love when we come in. We're like I said, we're rolling in about 30 deep, and everybody's getting a soda or
Yeah, that's a
a refreshment, a beverage, whatever. And then we roll out to the next one,
Yeah.
or we stop at, Midtown or downtown by the towers or over by the Alamo Dome. And we'll take up like a whole, I don't know, half a block or whatever, just set up there and bullshit
I
and
like that.
just have a good time, man.
Hey, I call them sodas too. It's okay.
Have you been to OBC?
Yes, I was out there probably about, I want to say maybe about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That was an experience. Unfortunately, it was cold and windy that time that I was out there, so I didn't get to ride out as much as I would have liked to. But it was still a really cool experience when you're seeing about 500 to, I don't know, 800 riders, all, different style of bikes, a lot of custom bikes out there. That was a really cool experience.
Yeah, this year was my first year doing it, and I have to say, with between Amy and Cooley and even Wiggles here and everybody that was a part of the OBC staff, the schoolyard crew, it was really just a awesome experience. Just I had a great time. I mean, we even got chased by the police on Friday
I
night.
heard about that, man. And actually, me and my wife were talking about it. We're trying to make it to go ahead and get out there this past year, but unfortunately, just times are tough right now. So unfortunately, we weren't able to make it out there right now. But I was watching a video, or I was watching TikTok, or watching something, and I saw something happening where there's a bunch of cops just pulled everybody over. They're just like, it looked like somebody had robbed the bank or robbed, the casino or something like that. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What?
Where I was
Hey, you know
at.
what? These, go on. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
no,
I
go
think I'm
ahead.
on a little bit of a lag over here.
No, you're fine. I can
Oh,
hear you.
yeah. We pulling up to the to my mom's pad, and I was speaking of them. Hey, ladies, this is my sister, my mom. What's the favorite your most favorite thing to do when on some of my booby rides? You know what your favorite thing is? She likes to use my name Wiggles when she gets free drinks at the bar. Oh yeah.
That's the best way. Put it on his tab.
She's like I like going on your bike rides because I just say I'm Wiggles' mom and they buy me beers.
um, so
Remind me that.
the deep in the heart of Texas ride, is that a communal ride passed from like different club to different club every so often, or does certain people?
So, um, me and my brother are very, me and my brother are very honored to go ahead and have the torch passed to us, Sorios Bike Crew, from Oddfellas. One of the crew members here in San Antonio for Oddfellas. Um, he we've been riding with him probably for the last couple of years. Once we started, getting into the community, once we launched Sorios, and he's been one of our biggest supporters as far as trying to get us off the ground. He does a Sunday ride, which is our Sunday Fun Day ride, which we pretty much religiously are there, crew style. So we were there to support him, and he does the same for us. So he's actually, this past year or last year was our first deep in the heart of Texas as Sorios running it, and this year will be our second year. So we're very grateful and blessed to have that. And like I said, his ride, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, was the ride that launched me and my brother to go ahead and start this crazy bike life. And it's been an adventure, and it's been really fun.
Okay. Hey, I always like to ask this one too. With the exception, you can't use OBC. Give me a memory. One of your top rides that sticks out that just happened out of nowhere or it was planned, like just an adventure. What was one of your what's a John Ochoa adventure that besides OBC?
Um, I think to me, and it's not just one ride in particular. It's just been over the time that we've been doing this is to we started Sorios, and I think it was like four of us that started all this. And me and my brother, a couple of buddies of ours, we did a route to go ahead and just figure out, where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do, this and that and the other. And then from four, it turned into 15, and then from 15, it turned into 20, and then before you know it, At one time we had 80 riders on just one event, and even to this day, man, I catch myself, in the background, just looking at everybody and looking at what has transpired or what has become Sorillos, and it's sometimes astonishing. It's amazing that we put this together, and not even knowing that this is what it was going to turn out to be.
Yeah. What do you think you'd like to
That's
see
the same way it is, man.
Texas bike life in the next 5 years?
What would I like to see?
Yeah, what would you like to see within your community in the next 5 years
I
of
would.
bike
I
life?
mean, bike life in general.
Yeah.
It's just more community togetherness in San Antonio, especially. Um, I would like to see a lot more riders, or even crews getting together and doing, tandem rides or whatever. Hey, you lead the first half of it, and then we'll lead the other half of it, and just whether you ride a cruiser, you ride a stretch, you ride a fixie, you ride an e-bike, you ride whatever. You just come out and have a good time. It's a different experience riding your bike. You get that, um, you get those things out of your head that were giving you problems or stressing you out throughout the week. Not even having to speak to anybody or anything like that. Just riding. You forget about those problems. You forget about the extras. It's all about making sure you stay upright, making sure your people to your right, to your left, in front of you are all good. Making sure watching out for traffic, watching out for others. But it alleviates the whole stress of regular life.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nothing better than a social ride, especially like being a blue collar worker and then getting out there on a Thursday night for a booze cruise because you only have one more day and it's the weekend. So yeah, I definitely get it. I was gonna say with do you guys have I like to collect them from different clubs, crews and everything. Do you guys have patches yet? Those support patches?
We don't have patches, and the reason being is we don't ride with vests or anything like that. We haven't got our patches together. I know that's a big thing in the bike life because I saw it a lot in OBC. Everybody's giving the support patches out and stuff like that. So we are working on it. We haven't got them out yet or anything like that, but we will be trying to put something together soon, probably before the end of the year.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I will be
Yeah,
making.
in fact, I still got
you
I
know,
got your big patch, and I got a couple other patches. It's all in my little storage area back here. That's the ones that you sent me last year. So definitely, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you like them and stuff. They're
gotta
fun. They're like
compare bike
baseball
life.
cards to me. It's like you get to trade them and stuff like that. That's what I like the most about it. So
Yeah.
it's
So yeah, we'll
but
be
I,
trying to come up with something like that.
cool, man. Right on. Go ahead, Nick. You there? Wiggles. Yeah, you're a little losing you a little bit.
I might have to step outside.
Okay, cool. Do that. Do that. Do that. Hey,
Yeah,
so
I can.
do you guys
I can.
travel? Go ahead. Hey, what up, AB? What up? What up? There's an odd fella. There's an odd fella in the chat room right now. I'm sure there's more. That's my guy. My stretch is coming, my guy. My stretch is coming.
What kind of stretch you getting?
I have one I'm going to be doing through Art Ramirez. So
Ah, yeah. One of my people. He has one from Art.
we get the Bombita.
He got a loop tail out from Art. I think it's
Oh,
one of two maybe in the world right now. So
I love his work. That's the godfather of bike life right there, boy. You could have
yeah, he
some
does some
wonderful
amazing work, man.
conversations. Yeah, he definitely does, dude. And
Yeah,
watching him fix things.
I was looking through all the, some of the different reels that you have and the videos and stuff like that, trying to get, lined up for today's event and stuff like that. And I'm seeing all these big name, big hitters, buddy. I don't know why you got me on here.
Oh, why not, man? You're hosting one of the oldest events. I mean, you got that's the thing, and Wiggles can say from that. We've talked about this in the past. It's everybody's table. Everybody. This is open to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I feel very.
What's that?
You're a rider, and everybody's equal. I mean, to me, everybody's equal. Doesn't matter if you're a bike builder. Doesn't matter if you're just do rides. It doesn't matter if you're, your thing is paint. Whatever it is, that we all or some like freak bikes. Some people are in the freak bikes. Some people are in the BMX. It's all to me. That's why I say two wheels, one love. I'm like, so this is my mom's backyard. Look at They're riders. They come out to OBC. They come to my Voodoo rides. This is my stepdad's tall bike right here.
Oh, I can't see it,
You
but
know, it's
congratulations.
nice when you even get the family out too. That's fucking awesome.
Hey, you know what I've been loving that you've said more than once too, John, is and I couldn't stand them in the beginning, the ones that were the fixie riders. Now those are like my boys. I love those guys to death. They get me into mischief more than anything. They always got some
Yeah,
adventure or some thing that they're doing. So I love hanging with fixie riders. They're cool people. Definitely.
Yeah, we have I think about two, three, four. I think we got like four riders that do fixies, and I don't know how they do it, man. Shit, if I try to hit the brakes on those things on a fixed gear, man, it'd be like a bunky Bronco, man. So I'd be get tossed.
yeah.
um,
I've had some fun with some fixie riders. I mean, like, um, I used to ride with mom riders all the time. I used to go to their poppycocks and shit like that. Like, I remember one time me and Garrick showed up there, and we had swing bikes, and we had like little three gear. We had three gears on, like little suicide shifters, and I think we went like 27, 30 miles or whatever. And they're like, "Well, we're gonna go the short distance because you guys are on swing bikes." And me and Garrick smashed it the whole way with them, and they were like, damn. They're like, you guys on the swing bikes can't believe you kept up with us. And we're like, it wasn't easy, but it was fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like the first year we went to Tacos and Tires. It was, I mean, we didn't know what we're getting into. So we roll out there with our stretch cruisers. No e-bikes, no nothing, just straight pedal power. And man, those hills, like I said, those hills ain't no joke in Austin. But we were riding right next to everybody,
Yeah.
BMX, fixies, you name it. We're keeping up with them, no problems, going up hills and stuff like that. And they kind of just looked at us like, "Y'all all right?"
some
You
of
know what
those fixie riders.
you
As
know
I
what I
say,
was
some of those
thinking?
fixie riders. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. You are thinking. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking out loud.
Go
You know what I
ahead, Wiggles.
really
Go.
want to do? What I really want to do is I want to do an event out in Havasu and call it Boats and Spokes. And like we do like a ride around the island, and then anybody that like, because everybody's like into their own stuff too. I want to get like people that have like boats and shit. Like we pull up on the channel, and then we can all be chilling. We have like a basically a bike show, but we have our boats chilling out there, and they can rent boats and shit. We can go like a whole weekend, like one day's boats, one day's spokes.
That'll
Yeah,
work. That sounds cool. Adventure time.
they got a cruise. They already got a bike life cruise, so I don't see why that wouldn't work. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I
Hey,
heard
so what
about that one. Somebody else is trying to get me on one of those bike ride cruises.
are you supposed to do? Ride? I mean, what do we ride around? Do we get to ride in circles on the boat on the thing? Hold on, I'm gonna go to the chat real quick. Well, hey, we're gonna go back for a second. Priscilla, is she a part of your crew?
Yeah, Priscilla's one of our. Actually, she started with us almost. I think I want to say the first year that we started riding out as Rios, and
Okay.
she came out, started riding up with us. I think she's been around with us for the last almost all 4 or 5 years. Yeah,
She just made a compliment for you. I want you to know that. She says, because you are a big hitter. That's why you're on here. Everybody's a big hitter. Everybody. So she wants to give you a shout out. Let's see out there. Katrina, she says it's fixed. There is a Salty GT. Says, I'd like to join. What's the code? Jeffrey Garcia, he's getting skunky with it. What's going on, my guy? Yeah.
that's my brother right there.
Okay. Here's one. Do you guys have a lot of military vets in your club? As someone says, Manuel says.
Yeah, we do.
Tell us
Actually,
about that.
I'm prior service,
Okay, thank you for your service. What was your branch?
U.S. Army. So
Okay, all right.
I served in the U.S. Army from '98 to '08. My one of my buddies, Julio, he's a prior Marine, and then went over to the Army. So he's two service branch. We One of our departed. He used to be prior military as well. We lost him a couple of years ago. But yeah, we've got quite a few military riders, and that's another thing. If you're prior military, you got PTSD, you got something that you just got to get out. Come out and ride. Get on a bike. There's quite a few of our prior service or prior enlisted that are riding bikes, and it does wonders. It gets you out of your space, I guess, for a minute.
Definitely, that's good. I know this one that Wiggles can. I haven't really had too much with this, but yeah, it's one pedal at a time, right? Or what is it that you have? Pedal vibe. I'm sorry, one pedal at a time. Wrong one.
Pedal
Pedal
vibe.
vibe. Do you advocate for kid rides sometimes as well versus just the booze cruises? Do you guys get the kiddos
That's
out
what
there?
pedal vibe. Pedal vibe.
No, I'm talking. That's for
Goes
John.
actually.
Oh,
Oh,
Huh?
sorry about that.
That I was gonna say
I
because I
mean,
know you two can discuss that one. Go ahead.
yeah, we're family oriented, so I mean, we do regular, booze cruises, especially on Wednesday nights. Usually it's a wasted Wednesday, but like first Fridays, Sundays, and stuff like that. We have quite a few kids that come out and ride their bikes with their parents and stuff like that. We try to go ahead and get towards the back and keep away from them. That way they can go ahead and enjoy the ride and stuff like that. We're not taking away anything from them or their parents or anything like that. Uh, of course, we always tell people to come out with an open mind. Again, we're trying to break the stereotype, trying to, let everybody know that we're out here just like everybody else. I've got children at home. I have a shop. I'm a business owner here in San Antonio. A lot of our other members are, everything from lawyers to nurses. We have a little bit of everybody. So it's not just, a bunch of cowboys out here, yeehaw and trying to get out there. We're trying to break the stereotype and be seen more of community players. And hey, we'd like y'all guys to come and an event or whatever. We're always open for whatever. We're always out here trying to go ahead and give back to the community, whether it's just going out to a mom and pop restaurant or a location to go ahead and give them some funds with our crew, or if somebody reaches out to us and asks us, hey, we'd like y'all to be a part of this event or give back to the community or giving out free lights or something like that. We're always out. We're always open to go ahead and do something like that and give back to the community. It's not just to take away from it.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
I dig that 100%. Uh, that's one thing I always say too. My voodoo rides is like every ride's different. There's a lot of it's a party on two wheels. So when I moved back into the town that I was born and raised in, I wanted to do something a little bit different, like more community based. So like that's where I came with the Pedal Vibe Foundation, and started doing stuff for like the local bike path and stuff with the Parks and Rec and things like that. And we actually got one coming up. I say two wheels, one love. We're gonna do a ride that it's for the dog rescue, and it's gonna be called two wheels, four paws. And we're gonna do like a little thing to give back to the dog shelters out there and stuff. It's gonna
That's
be a
cool,
poker
man.
ride.
That's real cool.
Nice, nice, nice. Hey, did you go to I don't know if we've crossed paths, but last fall, did you go to the Houston ride?
No, I haven't been out to Houston. I've been trying to make it out there. Everybody's trying to get me out there as well. We got quite a few crews out there that we know of. Slow, slow, um, uh, Mamacitas. Fuck, man, there's too many out there to fucking name. Uh,
There's
Geez, I mean, I
there's a
want to
lot.
say there's probably about 500 riders in Houston that all congregate in one mass run. I mean, there are a bunch of them out there, all
They were
kinds.
very. They had I had such a blast when I went to that last fall. That was great. I was hanging out with Detroit, Michigan. They definitely got best supporting state for coming out. But it was a blast. The route was fun. Everything. I tell you what though, Wiggles knows this. I'm a fan of whiskey, and well,
It's
I mean
Texas,
I made
baby.
it.
It's Texas.
Yeah, I felt like I took the humidity on from Texas, but I had to go take a hot shower and a nap and drink some orange juice. But I was right back at it, man. It was great. I had a great time. I loved riding in Texas, in Houston, and I look forward to doing San Antonio, which I'll be at right before my event in July. So that is definitely it's going to be a busy summer because I can't wait to get back out to Cali.
Hey,
It's
come
I
on
just
swear
down,
when
man.
I
We'll open up the red
when
carpet and everything for y'all. We've been trying to get McCargy to come out here as well. So, but yeah, it's a fun ride. But drink plenty of water and bring light colored clothing because it's a warm one.
One thing I can say about going to Texas. One thing about Texas is like when you go do a campfire and you're like the next day you wake up and you can smell campfire and stuff all over your hair and your shirt. Just that's what it smelled like. I smelled like a smoked steak when I got home and I was unpacking my stuff. It just smelled like I'm like, damn, I can smell steak
You can still
all
smell
over my
Texas.
clothes. Yeah, I still smell it on there. I smell
Definitely. I'm looking forward to getting out there. Like I said, I've done Houston, but now it'll be San Antonio, so it'll be cool. I'll be kind of in and out because I'm like doing some things out here and stuff like that too. But I wanted to make my rounds to that as well, and then I'll be in Coupe Day at the end of May, which is or actually in 2 weeks. That's going to be an
You're doing a
interesting.
Midwest, right? Right?
Yeah, Midwest invasion, but people from California, Arizona, people are starting to show interest in coming out from different places. Like, I did my first thing this time, and I did 20 rooms, and they're pretty much all rented out. And it was
Oh
really
wow.
cool because one of your guys' fellow clubs, the Wild Dogs, led by Rose Flores, big shout out to them. They're actually coming out. They've rented like 4 rooms, and they're going to do their thing too. So we've got like
to
some
remember
guys.
Texas Movie Ride with.
Huh? What was that?
That's who I did my first. That's who I did my first voodoo ride with in Texas was the Wild Dogs.
Yeah, she's a really cool person, man. I'm looking forward to her coming out and stuff. I seen her club stuff when they were doing the Wild Dogs at a Fiesta, so that was cool to see as well and stuff like that. You guys are, I'll just tell you, man. I mean, just watching the videos and stuff, like Texas, like San Antonio's live, like all of you guys, like your whole bike life community throughout the state, it's just dope because it's like y'all are getting into some shit, some way or another. There's something going on. There's
There's
something
always something
culturally going
popping off
on.
here.
Yeah, so it looks like fun. It's like, California's the same way too. It's like at any given day, there's a ride of like 150 people, like, and,
Oh, yeah.
Wiggles leading the way on a swing bike or Jeff
Yeah,
and Jeff.
actually, Rose from the Wild Dog, she actually was one of our big supporters at the very beginning when we first started out. She was always out there to go ahead and support us, come out and check us out. Actually, she's probably one of the reasons why I started selling McCarty bikes and tracers because again, I started Bike Life a whole 5 6 years ago. And when we first started riding, I didn't know nothing about stretch cruisers or, even bike life in general. And she come out rolling on a big old pink Cadillac, McCargy bike, and she's like, "Here, take it for a spin." She shouldn't have never done that. I rode like a Cadillac, and ever since then, I've gone towards that direction to go ahead and bring that more here into San Antonio. Before I opened up Westside Bike Shop, uh, there really wasn't a place that you could go to in San Antonio. Now, not to say that there's no bike shops in San Antonio because there's plenty of them out here. But you got Trek and you've got your your basic BMXs and stuff like that. Now you got a lot of people that do the e-bikes and stuff like that. But you couldn't find a place that has the stretch cruisers or just cruisers in general or that style of bikes and stuff like that. So I saw a niche that needed to be filled, and that's kind of how Westside Bike Shop got born.
Yeah, that's a good thing because, there's a lot of it. I mean, I have to deal with like some of the corporate places once in a while, but I mean, for me out here, it would be Dynamic, which is the BMX shop if I need something. Also, Eric Guterman from E-Force Bikes, and also Z Cycles in Denver. All small owned businesses, like all individually owned. I'd rather go to that and support the small businessman in bike life versus a corporation any day. Like and even on top of that, going to like Westside Bike Shop, God knows what you might find that you might come across. You might have like a Trek that's super cool. Like I'd rather go through a small neighborhood bike shop versus the big ones, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah,
big time, big time.
that's pretty much what I am as a small mom and pop shop. We pretty much do maintenance on anything and everything. If we can go ahead and have the tools to do so and everything, we'll go ahead and make it happen. I'm probably one of the very few shops that you can bring in a Walmart
How many
bike
years?
for. I'm sorry?
How many years
What, here at the
was your
shop?
bike shop?
I'm going
How
on
many years have
three.
you been
I'm going on three
going
years
on
already.
3?
Yeah, so
When
I was just happy to
when
get
is
out of
your
one.
what is your what month is that when your shop turns 3?
It is actually going to be, I believe, August of this year will be 3 years.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well,
it's and, I'm thankful I'm still rolling. Shit.
Right? Yeah, nice.
well,
Absolutely, man.
number 5 is always a good year. So maybe when we get done with this podcast, I'd like to get your info and just reach really far out and put you on the tour for that'd be like what 2028.
Something like that. Yeah, shit, man. I'm in. I'm definitely in.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
I
swear.
always like doing my co-host with like not just bike clubs, but also, bike shops, anything that's in that bike realm.
Yeah, definitely, man. I would appreciate it. Anything that I can go ahead and get into to, help support the movement, help support cause, help support my shop. I'd definitely join in.
Definitely, that's awesome. Well, man, this has been a great podcast. We're gonna call it here, but I ask this question all the time, and Wiggles has already been interviewed and stuff, so he doesn't have to answer it. So, here's your final question: if you could send a message to Bike Life, state to state, and city to city, and to our brothers and sisters across the waters, and just human beings in general that don't even ride bikes, what would your message be today to send it out to them? Take
All
your
right.
time.
If just to go ahead and put it out there, from sisters, brothers, state to state, country to country, just keep the culture alive, man. Not just the bikes, but the people behind them as well. Uh, the late nights in the garage, the busted knuckles working on these bikes, the memories, the laughs, the rides, people that we've lost, people that were total strangers at the beginning and turned into family. That's real bike life. I mean, that's everybody rides different bikes, different styles, different crews, different streets, but we all have that same thing in common, that as soon as those wheels touch the pavement, um, everybody understands where you're at. Everybody understands from whatever point of view you're looking at, we're all there for the same reason. The bond is something that the outside world will never understand unless you actually ride a bike, unless you actually come out here and do these group rides or just get on the two wheels in general. Normal people don't understand what it's all about. Um, don't let the hate and the jealousy and the egos or the social media drama destroy something that's bigger than all of us. Keep building, keep teaching, teach the next generation. Get them on a bike, get them out there, support your local bike shop, support your community, support your small builders, and show the love to the people that are really trying to keep the scene alive. A lot of us come from hard times, rough neighborhoods, losses, stress, struggles, and these bikes give us a purpose, a peace, a freedom. Like I said, it's one of the last pieces of freedom in this world right now, man. And you need to keep that thing alive as much as possible.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Well
fucking dig
said.
it. I'm gonna feed off of what he said too. Uh, One thing, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Pangea. It's when all
Yes.
the continents were still together before they were divided. That's how I think of bike life. Is I call it the undivided. It's like Pangea, and when we gotta stick together. It doesn't matter where you're from, whatever. Just pretend that we were all one before. We were all undivided, and we're just we're slowly bringing those continents back together one ride at a time. Just trying to, that's one it's to me, that's when I go on a bike ride. It's like you could just see everything, like so many different walks of life, all doing the same thing. So I dig it, and I back you up 100% on what you said.
That is
Thank
well
you, Average
said.
Man. Hey, all
It's
it
been a
takes is
great
just one
interview.
ride to change somebody's whole life.
Hmm.
Yeah, hey,
Definitely.
I can definitely attest to that. There is a gentleman here in Colorado by the name of Jason Lewis that I knew for some time, and he's tried to get me to go on rides, and I never did. And then one day I called him up and said, "Where's the group ride?" And I've been riding ever since. So, it
Yep.
does change everybody, and I like all aspects of bikes. Like let it be electric to be analog to single speed. It's just all riding and stuff like that. It's just whatever you're in the mood for, and I just think. Sometimes I think the community could come better together. Myself, let's just come together and ride. We all have the same purpose, and as Wheels would say, two wheels, one love. This has been an excellent, excellent interview. And Katrina is saying, well said, John. This has been a great interview with you. You're the first person from Texas that I've interviewed, so I really look
It's
forward to
always
that.
been cool being first.
Yeah, and then I have another Texan coming up close to fall that'll be on here too from the other side up in Houston. So I'm looking forward to that. Next week we're going to have Emily Kleinfelter from Denver, Colorado. She has Denver Bike Fest and is a bicycle advocate. So this is going to be great times coming up. I will see everybody soon. Thanks for tuning in. My name is David Flores, the Bike Life Surfer from the
From
5280.
West Side
Big
of
shout
San
out to you.
Antonio, West Side Bike Shop, and Sorillo's Bike Crew. Stay
Yes,
safe,
John
guys.
Showa.
Keep it lit and keep them wheels turning, bro.
And Wiggles,
Right.
thank you so much again. Wiggles is going to be a returning co-host. He has been awesome. Clutch moments every single time is clutch. So thank you so much. I
Yeah,
do
like
appreciate it.
unscripted, but no, there's no unfun about it. I'm all about it.
In the beginning, guys, I used to do a lot of questions that were like set, and I just felt it was too robotic. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just let's have a conversation. That's how we're gonna get it. So we started here. Next thing you know, the surfer is gonna roll right up next to you. I'll be right next to you on a bike
Yeah.
ride. So hey,
All right,
everybody,
brother.
thanks for
I'll see
tuning
you
in.
in.
I'll
I'll see you
I'll
next
see you in
month.
San Antonio. Yep, see you next month. Everybody,
All
have a
right,
great
bro.
night. Thank you so much.